Probably wondering, Angie, why are you sitting on the floor? I just finished doing some stretching. I hurt my hip last year. I don't know how. I was on a hike with friends and I took a step and I was in excruciating pain, and I found out that I tore a small ligament in my hip where the hip joint and glute meet. So it's really tiny, but a lot of pain. And then it kicked off my sciatic nerve, which I think also happened because of my work this summer as a tour director, lifting bags and things like that. So I've been in physical therapy and he's been giving me like stretching things. So I've been doing a little bit of stretching and breathing, trying to do that every day as a part of a routine of reclaiming, in a way, my life and the things that I want to project in my life in a positive way. So stretching at night. I've been doing push-ups at night before I go to bed and sit-ups at night before I go to bed. And I've just been trying to do some things to kind of restructure my life and make it more productive, because spring is coming and summer, and I want to be able to work on my land, and I got to be strong to do that. I can't be hobbling around. So I've really been working hard at that. And that also includes eating. I've been eating a lot better. I don't eat out at all. Maybe here and there if a friend is like, hey, let's meet at a restaurant or something, I might, but I don't really eat out. I cook my own foods, and I am a pescatarian, so fish, vegetables, things like that. So I think I eat pretty well, but I'm trying to streamline it and eat more vegetables. It's harder to eat a lot of fresh vegetables here just because a lot of things get imported. We do get vegetables that are grown in Alaska. You can go into like Walmart or Safeway, Fred Meyer's, and you can buy local fruit and vegetables. So I have bought things like my arugula, and I'm trying to think of other things that I've got. I've gotten so many different things, but if it pops up in the store, I've gotten tomatoes that are local. I've gotten lettuce that's local. So anything that I can get. Carrots I've gotten local. So anything that I can get local, I try to do that and support our community. But yeah, I've just been trying to figure out 2026. I don't make resolutions. I'm not that girl. I can't do it. But I do try to set goals. And I have set a couple of goals that I'm going to try to achieve this year. I don't get down on myself if I don't meet a goal, but I did set a few goals for this year. One of those goals is to journal more. So every morning, as a part of my routine, I get up in the morning, I stretch, I sit down, I write in my journal. I actually made this journal myself with the pictures and stuff, but I sit and reflect on what I want to do for the day. Sometimes I journal at night and reflect on what happened over the course of the day, things that I might want to, address later on, or just to get the thoughts out of my head. But I do journal. I always make a cup of tea. This is a hibiscus tea. It's from the hibiscus flower directly. I just put the dry leaves in there, put water in there, and then I make my tea. So I do that. And then I have these cards, and I'm going to pull a card with you guys today. I have these cards. These are Notes of the Universe. They're cards for abundance. So I like to pull one every day and see if it aligns with anything that I'm thinking of, or something that I might resonate with for things that are happening to me in the moment. So I thought that I would pull a card with you guys. They're also pretty. They have like all these pretty little pictures on the back of them. And so let's pull a card and see what happens. My friend actually gave this to me back in, I want to say 2012, and I've had them, and I've gone through the deck, and I go back through the deck, and I don't know, I just really enjoy it. Oh, that one doesn't want to come out, so that must mean it's not meant for me. Let's try this again. Let's grab another one. All right. Okay, so I'm going to read it to you guys. It says, most don't stop to think, but having money and not having money make fantastic adventures possible that wouldn't otherwise be possible. Same goes for having and not having anything else. Everyone's a winner in time and space. And when I think about the card itself, I agree, because there have been times when I have been on top of the world where I've had extra funds and I'm able to do things like travel. I think 2023 was a great travel year for me. I traveled to California, I traveled to North Carolina, I traveled to Madrid, Iceland, and Bali in that year. That was a great year for me. This past year has not been as great for me, so I'm not traveling any, but I still feel very rich and abundant because I am in a safe space. I have people around me that, care about me and check in on me, and I am in line with my emotions, and that's taken a very long time for me to be able to do that. And I have created new spaces for myself, which is in painting. So I feel like, I don't have the funds that I had in 2023 or even 2024, but I feel rich in other ways. There have been times when I haven't had anything. I lived in a van. For those who don't know, I lived in a van for 3.5 years, and there were times when I was driving and freaking out, not because I didn't have money, but because the van was, sometimes I had mechanical issues and I was always wondering when I was going to break down. So when people portray their van lives or their lives in general through social media, they usually only show you the good things that are happening and the good things that they're doing, the beautiful places that they're going, and they don't show you the background. But let me tell you, living in my van was a journey in itself. It was hard. It was rewarding. It was everything. It was the ups and the downs. And I think that's what we need in order to live a well-balanced life. We need the ups, the downs, trials, tribulations, the loss of friends, the loss of family, the loss of ourselves, the gain of new friends, and finding new journeys and ways to cope. I think that we need all of those things, and we have to encompass that, and we have to embrace it in order to have a balanced life. And that is the life that I am working on. So I have a little notebook on things that I want to talk to you guys today about. I just went outside. It is negative 16 degrees outside, and with the wind chill, it says negative 25 or 26. So I went outside because I live off of the coast of Kenai, and right now when I went out, it was fogged over, but the fog is rolling out so fast, and it's just because the sun is coming up at 10, I think 10:30 it came up today, and you can see all of the fog rolling out into the inlet because of the moisture from the sun hitting the ice and everything, the dew in the air. And it was so cold, it was like freezing. My hand, I had one hand with the glove holding the camera and the other hand I need to operate with. And when I came in, my fingers were numb. I was like, oh my gosh, it was so cold outside. But anyways, I wrote down this little list of things that I want to talk about. One of those things is projects. I have some projects in the works. One, I cannot, well, two I can't talk about. Not yet. I will, but I just can't talk about them right now. But I've been going through tons of photos. In my Lightroom, I have about 50,000 pictures. And I've been going through each folder trying to take out photographs for 2 projects. One project I can talk about, that is for my calendar. So I'll be having a 2027 calendar. So I'll be working on it this year, and then August, September, I'll start taking pre-orders for it, and so you can get your calendars for 2027. Shameless plug. The other project I can't really talk about, but it does involve photographs, and I'm really excited about this project. I've been wanting to do it for a very long time, but I just haven't sat down and just kind of mapped it out. So I did map it out a little bit, and I'm going to go for it. Will it happen? I don't know. It's going to take me more than a year. I probably won't be able to put it out till sometime in 2027, but I'm excited about it. So I've been going through all my photographs, trying to figure out pictures and how they're going to work and where, all that kind of stuff, all the logistics stuff. So those are 2 projects. Another project that I'm going to be working on, of course, is my land. I intend to work on my land so much more than I have in the past 3 years that I've had it. And I have a plan for my container home, the size of my container home. I have 2 different floor plans. I'm just trying to figure out which one's going to work. I know where my septic tank goes now. I know where my well system has to be put in at. So I have all of those things, all those little details that's taken me years to figure out. And now it's execution time. So I'll be working on my land so much more than I have in the past few years, and I'm excited about that. I'm excited about a dock down to where the lake is at. I'm excited to put an art studio on the land that I'll be using not only for my creative works, but also to hold classes for jewelry making, acrylic pours, and different things like that. I want to take my art level up a notch. So yeah, that project, I'm so excited about that. Those are some of the projects that I'll be working on throughout the year. And of course, I'll be, tuning in on what I love more about art. I'll be doing some more photography. I haven't been doing photography this winter, which I'm so sorry. It's just been really cold outside, and with my hip hurting and the injury, I just haven't had the momentum to go out and take pictures, not even outside of my front door. I haven't done a lot of photography, but we're going to work on that this year. They say that February is going to be is usually a really good month. We're starting to get our light back, because right now the sun still goes down about 4 something. So we'll be getting the light back, and I'll be able to do a little bit of that. So yeah, I just been trying to find ways to harbor inner peace, and that has been a task in itself. Just like me starting to paint, friends, not talking to friends that I used to talk to all the time, so kind of that distance between friends, and me knowing that there is a season for everything, and sometimes that season takes away something and brings something else in. So that, and also like just the fact that I need to work on my health, I need to create balance, and all of these things are going to lead me to that inner peace that I truly want to find. I feel like we're always searching for peace. We're searching for balance. We're searching for, creativity, inspiration. Just, we're always searching for something. And I feel like it's all there. It's all here inside of us. It's just waiting for us to find it. It's just waiting for us to notice it. And that could be in the light that shines through your window or on a painting, or it could be you picking up your grandchild or seeing your family or going out with friends. There's just so many ways for us to be able to find the peace and balance that we need. And we don't always have to go and look for it. It's there. Sometimes we just need to take a deep breath and realize that life is what it is, and we only have this life. I was talking to someone about a video that I watched on one of my favorite photographers. His name is Peter McKinnon, and he lost his father, and our first thought is always want to give condolences to that person and to their family, because we want to empathize, and we can empathize with them. We're constantly trying to empathize and have compassion for others. But we also have to take into account that one day, we don't know when, but one day, someone is going to be giving our loved ones condolences for us. And what are we leaving behind in our legacies of who we are and how we want others to perceive us, and how they see us when we do move on to the afterlife or to our next life. I want to live life today, and I want to be a person that when you say, oh yeah, I remember Angie, she did something that inspired me to do something in my life and change something in my life or enhance something, or it could just be a word that I gave. I want to be remembered as being a kind person, and I want to be remembered as serving others without wanting anything in return. And so I think that every day I work towards being very present. We all regret things, or maybe we don't regret things. We want to change things to make ourselves better, and that is who we are as humans. I feel that we are here, and our purpose is to better ourselves in the very short amount of time that we're here. I have been on a journey, I want to say, for the past 8-9 years, since about 2018, I've been on a journey to become a better person, not only for myself, but for those that are around me, because I want to align myself with people that are like me, but I'm at peace. And it's probably the most peace that I've had in a very long time. And that comes from me creating routines that bring me peace, and being around people that help me to feel that I'm at peace as well. So, I don't know. Sometimes life just be lifing, folks. I have painted 2 paintings last night. I did, and I will show you those. So I created these 2 paintings. One of them I'm going to be giving to my sister for her birthday. And I've been doing things like mixing my own paints. I have this little book. This is my painting journal, and it has tons of little notes in there about paints and the colors and how to mix them, and where I put them onto other things, and how I've created paintings and the colors that I've used. And so this is my painting journal, and I've been working on painting these 12 by 12s are my favorite size right now for acrylic pour painting, and I've made 4 or 5 of those in different sizes. Let me show them to you. I'll be right back. Okay. I did 4 paintings. So did this one, which has lots of golds, golds and like pink color. Wait, hold on, let me get the lighting. I have my light back there. So they're like golds and pinks and blues and teals. This is gonna go to my friend. That's the one great thing is like I can paint a painting and give it as a gift. And then it comes from my heart, right? Then I have this one. This one's gonna be for sale on my website. It has lots of berries and berries in there and golds, and there's some blues in there as well. And then this one, I'm not really sure about this one. This one's gonna go on my site. Also, I'm gonna do some touch-ups on it, but it has like blues and bright pinks and oranges, and this is really, really abstract. There's some mountains maybe at the top, and that's the water at the bottom. And then to the first painting, I did a second one because there's a plane. I live close to a small airport. In Alaska, there are airports everywhere. So there's a lot of small engine airports all over the state. All right, and I'm looking at the background of the television. It's giving the light that's coming from my room. And then this is the counterpart to the one that I did with the berries. So these will be on my website. Those three paintings will be on my website. But I've been doing a lot of acrylic pouring. Like I said, I just did 2 for my sister. And I'm going to be doing 1 more pour for her. And then she's going to pick between the 3 that she wants. And it's a birthday gift to her. It's a little larger. I'm getting larger and larger and larger in scale. I started off doing little small, I think they're 6x6s. And then 12. Now I'm at 12x12. The ones that I did for my sister, they are 12x16s. So whichever one she chooses, I'll send to her. And then the other 2, I'll be putting on my website as well, up for sale. So if you guys are interested in that, you can just check that out. I'm not going to make this video long. I want to come on here really quick and just say, hey. I'm going to talk a little bit about life and how I'm doing, some of the projects that I'll be doing this year. And I hope that I didn't ramble too long. But you guys take care of yourselves and each other. And remember, it's all about the heart. So be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye. Mwah.